Today we're taking a trip down memory lane and looking at songs that made artists famous.
Don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone.
Oh yeah, that was Dua Lipa's breakthrough song. For some reason I keep thinking of Don't Start Now as her breakthrough, but yeah, New Rules was the one. One thing this song has that I really like is interesting lyrics. I think the list of rules of what she's trying to do to get over an ex or whatever it is, a really cool touch. Also, all of the melodies are really interesting. It really has something special. The rhythm's a little bit like, but it's still catchy for some reason. Very similarly to, I think, Dance Monkey, that also has something really weird. Definitely a breakthrough song, even though that one is a lot more irritating than this. So I'm gonna put in special melodies as well. We're gonna be tracking this list as we go along.
Because you know I'm all about that.
Yeah. Again, interesting lyrics. Like it's about, yeah, I'm plus size and I'm fine with it. That's basically the concept of that song. Special melodies. I guess it might have been special for the time, but it's really just a tonal language from a past era, I think. Let's write unusual for the time as its own category. Put that there. The lyrics definitely stand out and all about that bass, but the melodies aren't really that interesting, I think.
Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love.
That is a sick song, but it's interesting. I don't really think that this goes into a lot of the other categories. Definitely not that interesting lyrics. It's good lyrics, but they're not interesting. They don't feel fresh or conceptual. Special melodies, not really either. Unusual for the time, maybe a little bit. Maybe we get a half point on unusual for the time. But what we're really talking about here, I think, is unique voice, which I don't think any of the others really have. Maybe Meghan Trainor slightly. So yeah, we're gonna put one on unique voice, and I would say sync. This was definitely in a lot of commercials, stuff like that. And when people hear stuff, just anywhere, they will like a song more or be exposed to the song at the very least. So I'm gonna say sync compatibility. By the way, welcome back to another daily video. My name is Joel from Room Official, and here's a meme from our subreddit you should check out. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time Rumi makes a funny face, I do one push-up. One push-up, I told you, here's another one. Another push. Okay, great. Funny stuff, funny phases, my favorite type of joke. Okay, I kissed the girl. This is not aged well. Interesting lyrics, you gotta give it. They're not good by today's standards. It's a little bit like, you know, she's like kissing a girl to get attention from a guy. Like, it's pretty weird. But the lyrics are interesting. The concept of that definitely made that blow up. Special melodies, not really, I wouldn't say. They're good, they're catchy, but not special. Unusual for the time, unique voice. Yeah, I'm gonna give Katy Perry unique voice. I can hear when it's her, totally. There's something forced about some of her vowels that I really think is interesting. Sync compatibility. I wrote compatibility, what? I am getting old, guys. Compatibility, that's how you say it, right? Not really for that. This is so catchy. I think Ponder Replay is interesting lyrics. She's singing in Barbados language. I forget what it's called. Barbecue? Ponder Replay language. The name means play it again in Bajan Creole. One of Barbados' two official languages. Bajan Creole. Help me. I can't pronounce anything. So yeah, I would say unique voice. Rihanna has a great unique voice. There's people who copy her now. It's still unique. I don't think anyone does it perfectly. Interesting lyrics comes from the language change, but other than that, Special melodies, not really, just very catchy. Sync compatibility,
White lips,
okay.
face, breathing in snow.
So that Ed Sheeran song also has really interesting lyrics. It's about a woman she met that was just really down in the dumps, to say the least. Kind of like telling her story, and it's very beautiful, very sad. Special melodies, not really. Maybe a little bit unusual for the time. It is just a minimalistic ballad though. I'm sure there were other people doing that, but unique voice. Does Ed Sheeran have a unique voice? I'm gonna give half a point on unique voice. There's something about Ed's voice, but it doesn't stand out that much. Sync compatibility is high, but I also think that the subject matter of the lyrics makes it hard. You don't really want someone to sing about heavy stuff like that when you're trying to sell your toothbrush or whatever.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style, huh? That is so difficult to say why that got big. It's hard to say interesting lyrics because I think most people, at least in the West, don't understand the lyrics. It's just like a fun song and like...
weird.
I really don't know how much comes down to the song, honestly. I guess for the Western world, with the weird lyrics and everything, it's a unique voice. But what it really was a meme. It was a YouTube video people sent to each other, and I think that the video was so much more part of it than the actual song. The song is just a really good electronic song that's like funny. I'm gonna put half a line on interesting lyrics because I think the lyrics do come across kind of in the music video, and you know, that's why it's funny. Like, he's a funny guy singing funny weird stuff and doing funny things. Deep analysis only on the Rumi Official channel.
First, let me take a selfie.
Oh god. So basically, this is interesting lyrics at the very lowest level it can be. There was a period in time during the EDM era when you could put anything, any relatable thing or whatever joke you had, and just have it in the build to a drop, and then the drop, and it's like, oh, let me take a selfie. So I'm gonna put it on, I guess, half a point interesting lyrics. I despise this song personally, and I think the Chainsmokers do as well, because they moved to like more real music as soon as possible. Unusual for the time. I guess that's what it is, kind of like the concept was unusual for the time. No, I'm not gonna put it there because EDM was all the rage back then. Unique voice, sync compatibility. I don't know, man. It's more a concept than it is a song. So yeah, interesting lyrics. It's all you can kind of give it. Oh. I guess her voice was very unique at the time. They really pushed her voice in a weird direction with that baby. Oh, baby. Sync compatibility. I've heard it in a lot of sync stuff. Especially the instrumental is really, really sick. Special melodies. Not really. They're just kind of good, you know? Unusual for the time. It was that 90s pop that Max Martin was so good at. I guess the lyrics are kind of interesting. I think there was a lot of drama about it because like people thought that Hit Me Baby One More Time was, you know, some kind of BDSM thing. When in reality, Max Martin was trying to say, call me, like hit me up one more time. But he wasn't good at English, which is hilarious to me. I'm gonna put that on interesting lyrics as well. That's just a vibe. I'm gonna write down another thing, just like strongest vibe I'm gonna write. A lot of songs have vibes, even songs that don't break artists, but I think 1,000 Miles is just one of those that immediately put you in a certain mood, like 1,000%. And that's not that common that happens to like everyone when they hear a song, but I do think that is one of those. I think back in the day, like when that became big, there wasn't as high standards for what could break an artist. I think that is an awesome song. I don't think it would break anyone today, even if we were still in the same kind of trend place, because it just doesn't have that X factor that the songs that break artists now generally do. I guess it's unusual for the time, but not because of anything genre-wise or interesting necessarily. It's because you only really needed a very good song in order to break through back in the day. There's too much good music now, so you need to stand out, almost in a bad way sometimes. Like, again, Dance Monkey. In order to cut through the noise. That's how it works. Okay, Nickelback. I might get flagged for this. I do think that the Nickelback singer has a unique voice. Like, it is so exquisitely raspy in a very specific way. There's a lot of great rasp singers, but he's just like, I think he's recognizable. I'm gonna put that on unique voice. It is a good song as well, but again, it's just a good song. Nothing really conceptual or like super special melodies. It's just solid. That's what it is. Huh. Wait, was that Ariana's breakthrough song? They were dating at the time, right? Wait, so she got her breakthrough because she was dating someone who collaborated with her? Is that true? Let me know. I'm probably just making that up. But yeah, I think Ariana has a pretty unusual for the time voice. I'm gonna put half a point on unusual for the time and half a point on unique voice. I think she sounds a lot like Mariah Carey. Like a lot. But still, it's not exactly the same. That is such a freaking bop. I think there's special melodies in that one. And I don't mean melodies as you usually say it. I think, for example, the bridge is really sick. It's so rhythmic, so interesting. I was always blown away when the fast part comes. This part, coming now. It just sounds so cool in Spanish. Or whatever it is. Hispanic language. Maybe it is a vibe. Maybe it's the strongest vibe thing as well. There's something about that song. I love it. Yes! Why do I like this so much? I think it's interesting lyrics. I think you don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. It's simple. It's not anything groundbreaking, but it's a cool turn of phrase. Special melodies, nah. Unusual for the time. Yes, because they kind of brought boy band back, right? Oh, amazing. That song is just one of the best EDM songs of all freaking time. I'm gonna put that on one of the strongest vibes. I think my mom could listen to that and be like, yeah, I'm chilling with this. By the way, guys, we have limited time merch right now. Check this out. It is the 1 billion shirt. It says 1 billion in Japanese. We have the little Rumi logo. We got this amazing design. We got a great hole, and just the overall shirt's amazing. I'm so happy with this merch. Link in the description to CrowdMade. They will be gone and never come back in about a week now, so hurry. He made up a new sound. That's what that was. He made up that like well, I don't know if he made it up, but he definitely popularized it. And that was like the thing. There were a million songs with those like woodblock type leads after that, but he was definitely like what I thought was the first. So I guess special melodies, even though it's not technically singing, or unique voice, kind of synth voice. I'm gonna put it on voice, and half one on melodies because that is very rhythmic melody. Blah, 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 blah.
It was all yellow.
Okay, Coldplay's Yellow, huh? I think overall as a band, Coldplay has good lyrics. There were a lot of bands that sounded kind of similar. Take something like Keen, for example. Amazing band, by the way. And I would say that the Keen singer is technically a better singer than Chris Martin. Yeah, I'm putting Coldplay on interesting lyrics, probably. But again, back in the day, it was a little bit easier to just have a good song and that would blow up. I do think Maroon 5 was unusual for the time. The pop at the radio at that time was not that band oriented, and they brought back kind of the disco guitar stuff. People still think of Maroon 5 when there's a guitar that's like... How does Maroon 5 kind of own that? That is crazy. So yeah, unusual for the time. Unique voice as well. Adam Levine. That's why they're still a thing. Adam Levine's voice, you hear it from freaking your neighbor's front yard from the radio. You know immediately that is Maroon 5. Even if you haven't heard a song from them in ages, you will hear like, oh yeah, that's voice. Is definitely Maroon 5.
It's crazy.
Hey, Eminem. Yeah, Eminem is an artist, definitely on interesting lyrics. It has to be. He also has an interesting voice. Also, kind of like a little bit of a nasally thing going on. Not that many people sounded like that. So yeah, unique voice as well. Yeah, I don't really know about Macklemore. I guess he was unusual for the time. Like, he's weird. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, I think 6ix9ine is unusual for the time. Had a lot of copycats and stuff, and you know, his overall thing is just weird. I love this. Kyle definitely stands out nowadays. He's got like a really cool voice, like mumble rappy type thing. He doesn't take himself seriously, and I think that's really cool. I'm gonna put him on, maybe not unique voice, but on unusual for the time. Just kind of like conceptually, the music. He has a very unique voice on that song. Again, unique voice. Hey, again, unusual for the time. Yes, it does sound quite a lot like a lot of, you know, emo stuff and older alternative music, but there just wasn't anything in the mainstream like that, and they found a way to kind of fuse it with pop to make it really palatable, and they built this whole universe, I guess, for the fans to enjoy around it. It's really good. It's a solid pop song as well. That is just a solid song. He took his kind of Vine fame, was able to translate that, probably had a lot of promotion from the label and stuff. Maybe he's got a bit of a unique voice, Shawn Mendes. I'm gonna put half a point on that. He's definitely gotten a more unique voice as time goes on. At that point, and with that single, I didn't feel like the voice was super unique, but nowadays, you know, you hear it immediately that it's Shawn Mendes, and he's awesome. Yeah, Call Me Maybe. Interesting lyrics, I guess. That was definitely something that stood out. You know, everyone was lip syncing that stuff. Special melodies. I think it has special melodies too, honestly. All the rhythms are weird. Like da 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's just awkward, but it works. Josh Ramsey, lead singer of Mariana Trench, band I really like, co-wrote that with her, I think. Yeah. I'd say this was unusual for the time, and good lyrics for sure. Interesting lyrics. Oh, I forgot about this. So yeah, that is because of Famous Dad. He's the son of Julio Iglesias, very famous singer as well. I definitely think the dad thing did play in. I mean, it's also a very good song. It's one of those mixed language songs, so maybe we should say interesting lyrics. Yeah, oh, vibe. This goes on Strongest Vibe. Oh, amazing song. That was just really clever and very beautiful. I'm getting like romantic chills from that song, even just listening to that small clip. I'm gonna put it on Strongest Vibe. It's just romantic, kind of pop country songs go. It's unbelievable. Wow. That's a lot of energy. Not anything that stands out a lot for me. I think they had a lot from being on the talent show and just, I guess, if anything, unique voice. Like, they have amazing voices. I'm not sure if I could recognize their voices just on the radio randomly. I'm gonna give them half a point on unique voice because they're just incredible singers. Oh yeah, Zara Larsson. Swedish artist. She's got a unique voice for sure. I think I said this in a video the other day, but it's like a little bit forced in a weird way. There's just something about it. It's like a little bit metallic. That is just unique, like, vibe and voice. Mainly voice. Wow, Shakira. She's like a meme now. The Kermit thing and the falsetto flips. All of it is just crazy. I love it. I would say he's got a unique voice. He stands out from other mumble rappers to me, partly because he can sing really, really well and has a big range. He's very stylized in his pronunciation. And I would have to say that it's a vibe because it was a vibe on TikTok. That's kind of like how he got big. I'm steady trying to find the motive He has an interesting voice. I think that he sounds like other R&B artists, but like he hasn't got it down right. That's almost the only way you can be unique as a singer or doing any art is when you're kind of taking your inspirations, trying to sing a little bit like your inspirations or whatever, or do whatever art you want, and you fail. Because that's when you can be truly unique, because you don't have anything new in your brain necessarily. So the only way you bring something really new to the table is to fail at stuff. And then people will copy your mistake. And then, you know, mistakes are the main reason for progress in the world. Michael Jackson. Unique voice. I guess we can put it on vibe as well. Strongest vibe. Yes. Not as big of a fan of Imagine Dragons nowadays, but that song has X Factor 1000%. It was using the trends of the time as well. There's some like dubstep stuff in the background. That has high sync compatibility. It has special melodies actually. And it was unique for the time. It was a really good fusion of rock and dubstep, I would say. Hey, unusual for the time. This is so good. I love that. And unique voice, I would say too. Adele, unique voice. I guess kind of interesting lyrics. It's just kind of a breakup song, but it's done really well. Oh, Charlie Puth. It's a really good vocal performance. I would say unique voice, part of it. His unique voice comes from two things. He does have a relatively unique voice, and the way he processes his vocals with this super straight auto-tune thing that he does. Other than that, what made that song big was obviously sadly that the actor passed away, and they had that song kind of symbolize that and celebrate him off, which kind of makes me choked up just thinking about it, but yeah. See ya. Unique voice, 100%. Special melodies too. Those melodies are crazy. The lyrics are good too. They're like about her struggles and stuff. So interesting lyrics, I would say.
How many times do I have to tell you? Even
that's a vibe. That's like a wedding vibe thing.
let her go.
Unique voice, 1000%. Unique voice as well, and weird melodies. Really good. Unique voice, again. Unique voices is what you need, man. We have more unique voice than anything else on the list so far.
Makes me wanna fly.
Yes, unique voice I would say too. Ryan Tedder. I think he's got special melodies, and I'm gonna give half a point on strongest vibe. It's not that much of a vibe if I'm gonna be like super critical about it, but it's definitely got something. I don't know anything about that song. I'm gonna put it on vibe because that is freaking funny. Okay guys, click here for more music commentary videos. Click here for music VS videos. And I will see you tomorrow in another daily video. Here's a meme from the subreddit. My dad is now a viewer of Joel. Do you know the name of that Swedish pop music reviewer on YouTube? Rumi Official. Thumbs up, kisses. I watch him every day. Everyone make their dads watch my videos and their moms, especially your moms. Kidding, they're already watching. They know me. I'll see you tomorrow in another daily video. Bye.